Okay. Outstanding morning, everyone. If you are able to join this webinar, good luck. And for people that may be having network challenges, we are going to upload this video immediately after the webinar. Okay. So let's go straight to today's topic. But before then, it will be very relevant if we can all of us can just join with our audio so that everybody can hear me. If you can't hear me, you can signify via chat room. So, like I rightly said, you are welcome to this seminar. Okay, so why are we here? It will be very important if we can quickly go to why we are here. So, moving straight to the topic for today, how to wisely invest in Edmark cryptocurrency called Edcoin. Edmark is actually a multi-level marketing company that focuses on healthy living products. And this company has been in existence for more than 30 years, more than 3 decades now. But the beautiful aspect of it is that Edmark has now invested heavily on real estate, and in their bid to make transaction convenient for people all over the world so that we can have a central place of transacting, then Edmark had come up with their new innovation called Edcoin. So probably before I go further, I'd love to quickly explain basic things that we need to understand before we talk about the real investment. I want to believe some of us that are watching this video or that are online have had one thing or the other as regard cryptocurrency. So Edmark actually coined out this word called Edrock. Edrock, that Edmark rise of crypto. That's what has been coined out for Edmark cryptocurrency. And today, briefly, we have just less than 40 minutes to have this. This very shortly, I will be looking at what is cryptocurrency, value of money, value of cryptocurrency, why Edcoin, Edmark Crypto City, Crypto Edmark, and ROI. Then we'll look at Edcoin launch map. We are going to take a look at all this in a short moment so that some of us can understand how to go about in investing. Maybe you are an MLM person or you're hearing about cryptocurrency for the first time. So right now, I would like to quickly tell you what is cryptocurrency. If you look at it carefully, they are actually two words joined together, the crypto and the currency. So I'd like you to understand what crypto, when you hear the word crypto, it means hidden or private. When something is encrypted, that is what you call cryptocurrency. And this is coined out of computer programming. From it, we can get words like encryption and decryption, meaning coding of a message and decoding one. That's for encryption, and decryption is the decoding. It's all about you trying to when programmers write things, they have codes, that things they encode that normal person and someone who is alien to it cannot understand. So when you hear crypto, that means a set of rules, a set of codes joined together by programmer on computer. Then currency, I'm going to be bringing this together very soon, shortly. Currency, all of us should understand that one means something that is used as a medium of payment. So if you are buying something, if you are giving a service, call it, if you are even giving out a gift, then this come in form of money. And usually it does not necessarily have to be physical money. You all agree with me that we are now in a technology world whereby people now give, buy, and sell without you seeing physical money. So that is what we are talking about. So when you now say cryptocurrency, what do you say? Cryptocurrency is money that is made hidden and private, and therefore secured by means of encryption. That's not cryptocurrency. So having said crypto is a coding, is an encryption, then currency is money. So that's how we say it is a type of money. We have paper money, we have mint money, we have the days of cowries as money, we have the days of teller as money. Even if you are given a check, you see it as money. So just that before you get to the bank, if you meet somebody on the road, it might not be usable, but it's money to you. So by the time you get to the bank, it is exchange for normal cash you want. So now, this is cryptocurrency. In short, cryptocurrency is an encoded money. It's money you can't hold with your hands. It's money that is not controlled by anybody, by government. It's a money that is being controlled by a centralized blockchain. So having explained that, I do not intend to take much time on cryptocurrency here. There will be another webinar whereby we will fully discuss cryptocurrency itself. So now let me just give us a video instance of what cryptocurrency is. Now look at this video carefully. If you consider this video I'm about to play to us, it shows you how cryptocurrency works. Please watch it's just a very short video and I'd like you to follow. This is a video made by BBC, so it's not any other person using it. It's trying to explain how you buy when you have your ATM card and you give it to in a supermarket where you want to buy something. When you give them your ATM card, then they check it from their records. I mean the bank, that's the bank checking it, and they deduct it. When they deduct $25 from your $100, they have their $1. That's what you see that lady removing. So I'd like you to follow the video in a moment. So now, the idea is instead of not using bank, then we have kind of a transaction, a blockchain of computers having records of everything. You don't forget that this is an encryption. These are money, these are records that are kept with or without your physical presence. So when you have an account with the blockchain, all the millions of people that have the account have the same account. That's what blockchain is all about. That's how cryptocurrency, that's how it works. Now, I don't intend to waste much of our time on that too, because my real focus of this webinar is how to do the investment. Now, importance and value of money. Everybody will agree with me that the value of money can only be known, the medium of exchange, unit of account, and store of value. If it's stored and it's not working fine, then it's a waste of time. Now, how do you determine the value of cryptocurrency? How do you determine the value of cryptocurrency? Number one, it is demand and and supply. What do I mean by demand and supply? Demand and supply in the sense that the higher the demand for that cryptocurrency, then the higher the money increase in its value. It's just like normal fuel that you buy in your petroleum station. When you get it, when it's available, when the supply is much more than the kind, more than the demand, then the price go down. But when the demand is higher than the supply, then the price comes up. That is how you determine the value of cryptocurrency. Then speculations. Don't forget that speculations determines demand of every cryptocurrency. If there are speculations that it will work fine, but the price will go up, then its price, the demand will go up, then the price will continue going up. Just like earlier this year, Bitcoin reached nothing less than $13,000, sorry, $13,000. That's the peak. That's how far cryptocurrency Bitcoin reached, because there was high speculations about it. So a lot of people were buying, even though there are less transaction going on with it, but there were much purchase. And as time goes on, the demand, the speculations go down and the demand reduces, because people bought to store, not actually to transact business. And this is some of the main things that has been affecting Bitcoin in the last few months, why we have it gone down. Now, why Edcoin? Why are we talking about Edcoin? Why do you have to invest in Edcoin? Number one point is cross-border reach. Now, the beauty is that Edmark started this. You remember that I talked about this is actually from the stable of Edmark International. So when Edmark were to start out their cryptocurrency, they started with something that we call Edpoint. This actually works like a Snapchat, that when you buy product, just see how it works. That's Edpoint. From stable of Edmark, a litmus test for everyone interested in business. That's how Edpoint works. You go to market, you buy. When you want to pay, you pay via your Edpoint. So that is the test work. However, this Edpoint works in Naira for people in Nigeria. It works in another currency for different currencies. So someone in Nigeria could not use Edpoint in Malaysia when we had our last trip, last LTBC. So that was the that was the error that was happening. Not necessary error. That was the way it was developed. But for Edcoin, wherever you are, as far as you are on the land of the living, you have the access to use your Edcoin. That's one. That means you can pay for any service, for any goods from right here, without bank charges, without government even knowing what you're purchasing. Permit me to even say without paying tax, because obviously their government is not involved in the trading, in the buying and the selling, and that's a cross-border reach. So all you have to do is identify somebody outside the shores who needs Edcoin, who collects Edcoin as means of payment. Then you pay that person your Edcoin. Also, tokenize Edmark City project. Currently, Edmark has a project ongoing in Nigeria called Edmark City. This is a very, very incredible city. That's the video you are seeing, located in Lekki, Phase 1 along Ekpe Express Road. This is meant to be the largest mall in Africa. That's about 20-story building, and this is the architectural work display of that city. This city that you are looking at on your screen will be a place where cryptocurrency called Edcoin will be means of payment of purchase and buying and selling. Cryptocurrency will be used here. So when you come here, when celebrities come here, that's the hotel, a whole lot of things there, university, telepark, there will be place where you can park your helicopter for big people coming into the country. So this is already ongoing in Nigeria. It's not a mirage, it's not a daydreaming. The land had been bought, the Sanfele had been started, the building has commenced. So in a place like this, all that we'll be using here will be the cryptocurrency. It's not new. Edmark had something close to this that they had earlier this year that they launched called the Podium, a place whereby that serves as multi-purpose hall, a place where you can buy and sell things using Edpoint. Whenever I'm there, when I need to eat, if I need to eat 2,000 naira worth of meal, what I just need to do is load my 2,000 naira in my Edpoint. Then I will have extra of 100 naira as my 5% aside from the loyalty gain. And these are some of the things that happen. So in this building that you are looking at in your screen, what will be used here is strictly Edcoin. So you don't have to bother yourself about how and where will I spend my money. You don't have to even come here to spend it. That is where the business really is. You don't have to come to this place to spend it. If you have nothing to do with Edmark, if you have no food, no product to buy from Edmark, if you have no Edmark card you are transacting business with, if you have nobody in Edpoint that you're working one-on-one with, you just have to work with this. Because there are going to be a lot of people working in this the swimming pool. You can see that we invest heavily in this business. And as much as they are investing, they would need the coin to buy and sell here. Just like an average person, if you are going to America tomorrow, if you're not going to get dollar directly from your bank, you know, one Abuki man you will meet so that you can be able to buy something wherever you're going to. The same thing would happen for people coming into Nigeria. People in Nigeria who had not invested early when the investment during this time that the princess is going. So what people are doing, the real business, the real investment is getting it ahead. Getting the Edcoin ahead, the crypto, getting it ahead before the completion of the building. Immediately the building is completed, people need to start buying and selling, that they will look out for you. Don't bother yourself. You don't have to give yourself the headache over it to work. All you have is have a hold of it. When you have a hold of it, when the time of buying and selling comes, then your crypto would have increased in its price. And one of the very important things that I love to talk about here is that just like some of us that have so many tools when it comes to cryptocurrency that we've bought, we've sold a whole lot of cryptocurrency I wouldn't like to mention here. Any coin that is not on coin market cap, that it will be safe to say it's not a cryptocurrency, because any money that is not on stock exchange is as good as you are joking. So the process of Edcoin, the beauty of Edcoin, that it will be listed on coin market cap, and that will be next year November. Next year November it will be listed. But before the listing, there is something that we call ICO, initial coin offering. This is a stage whereby coins are offered at a very cheap price, a stage whereby company have the will to determine its price. Immediately it enters coin market, company cannot determine its price, and that is why it's going for very cheap currently. I'll be explaining that better in the investment aspect that I'm trying to rush because I want to manage our time. Also, this look, if you can see what is in front of you, this is actually the symbol of the Edcoin, EDC coin, the front and the back, and that's the tail. Now, how do I invest? I'm extraordinarily excited in places like this. How do I invest? How you invest in Edcoin is so simple. Now, all the things you are seeing here are in dollars. We have the entry package, which is called $100, $1,000, $5,000, $25,000. Depending on your country, wherever you are, you can actually invest in it. But because I'm a Nigerian, I love to explain it in Nigeria. So $100, converting it means 37,000 naira. That's in naira. This is the pre-stage stage. And how does it work? Now look at this. This is the most important aspect, and I'll be doing some funny calculations here now. Currently, the pre-sales has started. It started December 7. December 7, that was when the pre-sale started. And if you look at it carefully, you see private pre-sale currently going on. That means currently now, people who are Edmarkers, you can see my clothes, I'm naturally an Edmarker, who is, I mean, a elder living and ambassador. But beyond elder living, now we're talking about money. Usually, we believe that you need time, you need financial breakthrough. For you to have financial freedom, you need your time, you need money, and you need good earth. So having spoken about earth over the years, now we are talking about the money, the real money. So currently, the private pre-sales is ongoing, and one EDC is going for 12 cents. And you are asked that you need to invest minimum of $100. So what do we mean by that? Let me do a brief calculation shortly so that we can understand. I would like to share my calculator with you now so that you can have an understanding of what I'm talking about. So we say, that's my calculator. I want to give you a clear understanding of what we're talking about. 12 cents for one coin, and let's say $100. Now, the way it works is if 1 cent if 12 cents we go for 12 cents will go for one EDC, then how many coins will I get if I'm buying with $100? That is what I want to analyze for us now. Don't forget that 12 cents is not up to 100 cents make $1. So in short, that means if you are having $100, that is equally $100 multiplied by another 100. That is equally $100 multiplied by another 100. That is should give you 10,000 cents. 10,000 cents. So if you have 10,000 cents, if you are not buying one EDC for 12 cents, so let's say divided by 12 cents, that means at default with your $100, you are buying 833.3 EDC. That's what that means. 833.33 EDC. That's what you will be buying for initial value. Now get this clear. You have to get this clear. You have to understand this carefully. By May 31st, by May 31st, everything changes. By May 31st, everything changes. I'd like you to follow me carefully. By May 31st, everything must have changed because it will now start going for 16 cents. So let's quickly do that mathematics too. Now, somebody that is buying now is buying 833.3 coins. But if you are coming in when it will be general pre-sales, that means you will be doing your multiplication 10,000 cents divided by 16. And that actually means you will be getting 625 coins. So that's the difference. Now, the difference between me that I bought early, I actually got my own already, and somebody who will be buying by May is 208 coins. So I have 208 coins more than the person. Now let's assume that later in future, one coin is now $100. That means I will be having extra of $20,800 extra more than the person that is buying me. That is a basic difference between the person buying now and the person that will be buying me. Now, if you're a Nigerian, let me try and do basic mathematics for you. 360, let's just use 360 per dollar. That means I will be 7.48 million naira richer than the person that is buying me. So that is the purpose, the benefit of buying now that is still at private pre-sales. I don't know if somebody is getting what I'm trying to say there. This is where the investment really is. Even if you buy now that it is 12 cents. Now, by the time the listing will be beginning, then you already have more, because by November 1st, it will be 20 cents. Now, if someone is buying November 1st, let's see the number of coins that person will be taking home. He'll be taking 500 coins home. Comparing to, that's almost half what I am having, because I'll be having 833 worth of coins now. I already have it, and that is the purpose of this webinar. They're trying to identify for you the basic difference between the private pre-sales and November 1st. So the person that is buying now is buying 833 worth of coin, and the person that will be buying next year November, when it will be listed, will be buying 500. Now, by the time it will enter coin market, no one can say if it will be entering at the rate of just $1 per coin. So if it's entering coin market cap, I remember I showed you that coin market cap the other time. If it will be entering coin market cap for that price, let's assume it will be entering coin market cap for just $1. That means I must have had nothing less than $833. $833 for what I bought for $100. $833. That's a difference, a good amount of money by the time you are converting it to Naira. So the real purpose lies in buying now when it is still at its cheapest price. It cannot come down any lower than that. And that's the purpose why you really need to invest in it right away. The purpose is so that you can understand the purpose of investing now that is still at its private pre-sales, 12 cents per coin. Now listen, this is where you have to get it. This date is fine, but you have to take note at the coin market cap. This cap you are saying actually means that by the time the company has been able to sell 333,333,333 EDC, then they will stop selling. Now, somebody will say, oh, this is much. No, it's not much. Someone is buying $5,000 worth of coin. Somebody is buying $1,000. Somebody is buying $25,000 worth of coin. So you can imagine if everybody buy just 100 coins, $100. If 1 million people get $100 worth of coin, that means there are 833 million coins already sold. I don't know if you understand that mathematics. If 1 million people all around the world are subscribing to this pre-sales in just 2 months, that means the company would have sold 833 million EDC coins, which they can't sell. They can only sell 333 million. That means you just need very few. Okay, now let's also try to get the mathematics. Let's see how many people that need to get on board for the coins to increase. How many people that need to get on board? So if I'm going to do the mathematics, I will have now these are the coins that are available. Don't forget that one person, the least you can go for is $100, and that is giving you what? 800, and let's make it 834 coins. You know, it's 833.33. So let's just make it 834. Let's abbreviate it so that we can have a good picture of what we are looking at. So let's assume each person have access to start with 833 coins. Now you will be having just 300, let's just say 400,000 people subscribing. Even Edmark International have more than 2 million Edmarkers. So if 400,000 out of all their subscribers can get their basic subscription today, then 333 million EDC is over. So that's why you can't wait. Immediately it's over, whether it is May 31st or it is January 1st, then you see that the price will increase to 16 cents. So that's the mathematics. So you wouldn't be able to buy it again. So you can't wait any longer to say that I want to wait till May, till April before I buy my own. No, it will be determined, the price will be determined by the cap. You have to remember I told you earlier during the presentation that what drives price is demand and supply. So immediately the cap is reached, then the price will increase. The price will push up. So first thing first, what you will need to go on first now is to get it now before people get all the coins that is available. Did you get that? I will repeat it again. Edmark International only needs 400,000 people to buy $100 worth of coins for them to end this cap, which is very, very possible. So you don't know how many people that are buying in thousands. So in a short time, in less than 1 month, the price of this coin can probably increase to 16 US dollar. Then by November, and by that time, they will only sell 57,500,000 coins. So it will also be limited that time. Then by November 1st, they had sell only 4 million at the rate of 20 cents. So there will be higher demand than its supply. And when the higher demand comes, then the price push up. By December 9, when it will be listed on CoinMarketCap, nobody can predict the price upon which it will come upon us. So this is why you need this Edcoin, the investment now. This is why you can't wait, because a whole lot of people, when you get to their office in Nigeria, you see a whole lot of people coming up to subscribe to it, and you just be like, this thing is roaming around the world. Even if you leave this to Nigerians alone, you can't be so sure how many people that will be buying. If you leave it to Nigeria alone, Nigeria, we have more than 500,000 Edmarkers in Nigeria. So if every Edmarkers want to buy today, then you don't have anything left again. That is why Edcoin, we strive a lot. Edcoin will grow rapidly because the market base is already available. The market base is already available. Now, the most exciting aspect of this is this referral fee structure. I am excited about this. This is where your money is. This is where you will do business so that you can give time for your investment to rise. Let me say that again. Everybody in the cash flow quadrant, financial cash flow quadrant, you know that we have the business angle and we have the investment angle. But listen, if you don't have good amount of money, you don't do investment. So if someone like me just push in $100 and just wait till somewhere around April 2020, Vision 2020, and you now see that one Edcoin is now, let's say $10. One Edcoin is now $10. You rush up to it and sell it off. The same Edcoin that is still going to be like nothing less than $1,000. You rush and sell it, not waiting for the right time. However, if you have good number of coins, maybe via through your referral, you had sold these ones and allow your Edcoin, the real investment of $100, to wait. And that's why I want to explain the referral fee structures. Excuse me, I'd like to check my time. Okay, we have very few more minutes left to go. Very few more minutes left to go. Okay, so the referral now. If you refer somebody to buy Edcoin during this period of pre-sales, you will be given 8%. That means if I am buying $100 worth of coin from you, you will be given sorry. I'd like to take that place again. If you are buying through somebody, the person you are buying through will be given 8%. That's $8 worth of coin. $8 worth of coin. Let me give you let us get the mathematics. Let me give you the mathematics. $8. So if you're having $8 worth of coin, that's 800 divided by 12. That means you have extra 66.6 EDC for introducing one person. Now the beauty is this: if that person introduces another person, that person will be given 8%, you will be given 4% over the person that person is bringing in. That level is third tier level. And to the third generation, if the person gives, then that comes to you, and that's the end of it. So imagine if you can raise 10 people, and those 10 people bring 10 people, and those 10 people bring 10 people. You can imagine the number of amount of money you had gathered. That's 8 times 10, $80. 40 times 10, that's $40. That's $120. Then 2 times 20, that's $160 for just bringing 10, and those 10 replicating theirs. And that's how far you have gone. If you already have $160, if you had $160, let's see, if you already have $160, true. If I don't forget that $100 is not the minimum you can do. Don't forget that you can bring in as many persons as possible as your direct chain. But just giving this one as the analysis, $160 multiplied by its cent. So that gives you 16,000 cents. Then how many coins will that one produce? That one will produce for you 1,333 coins. Let's now assume that at the point of listing, then they now listed Edcoin, EDC, as $1. And by April, it has grown to $10 per coin. Then you already have nothing less than, you already have $13,333 in your pocket. If you are in Nigeria, then you can multiply it with 360. Then you already have 4.8 million for just referring people between now and May, and waiting till April of 2020. If you cash this one out, then you are given enough time for your main investment to grow. At least you can be enjoying this one now when it's still available. That's the referral structure. That is the most interesting aspect of this investment. Now, if you can go further by bringing in 5 people who are going to subscribe $5,000 worth of Bitcoin, then you will be given free traveling fund to Malaysia and Hong Kong, and that one is happening next year, October. Malaysia and Hong Kong, for everyone who have direct 5 people who subscribe with $5,000. Imagine, aside from the fact that you'll be able to go for the tour, you travel out free of charge, all expense fully paid. Aside from the fact that you go that one, you will also have nothing less than, imagine 5,000, 8% from 5,000 times 5. So that's a very, very huge amount of money you have been gaining from them. That's about $80 times 5. That's about $400 from each person. If you have $400 from 5 people, that's already $2,000 worth of coin that you already gathered. Aside from the fact that you'll be going to Hong Kong and Malaysia with Edmark come next year. So this is possible. This is available. Edmark is a multinational company, and so we don't have issues with whether they will fulfill their promise. The business currently going on in Edmark City, the Edmark City project that is currently going on, is worth millions of dollars. So they can't afford to run away. They have structures in Nigeria. They have business rooted in more than 30 countries in the world. So they have the trust. We have been dealing with them for quite a number of years, and they have never let us down. And now, how do I know that Edcoin will be better? And that's where I will try to end the seminar. How do you know that Edcoin will be better than other coins that have been in existence for quite a number of time? Edcoin has community that will be using it. Don't forget, I said earlier that this is based on buying and selling. Edcoin already have its own market. Edcoin already have its own community. People who are already willing, who are already doing business with Edmark. So automatically, instead of now as an Edmarker, instead of using Naira to purchase products from Edmark, I will now be using my Edcoin. So the fact that I'm now using my Edcoin If I have someone else who wants to join Edmark, that person only needs to go get Edcoin from somebody who is not even doing Edmark at all. And that's the business, and that's the real deal. Also, aside from the community, there is higher expectation. The expectation, the speculation around Edcoin is high. The Edmark City is another big deal. Currently, the podium is currently a talk of the town that is being used by so many event planners, by so many showbiz business, because the serenity is awesome. The serenity of Edmark City is a Lekki, and the fact that it's in Lekki makes it very, very beautiful. So many businessmen would want to enjoy themselves there. That's the largest mall in Africa. So it will attract a whole lot of people to come there. And as they come, Edmark introduces Edcoin to them. You have opportunity to sell your Edcoin. So many people will want to come there and do one business or the other. They will need Edcoin and they don't have choice. They will contact you. If they do not contact you, immediately Edcoin enters coin market cap. In the comfort of your room, you can share it, you can sell it, you can buy more Edcoin. But by that time, the price would not be at cents again. It will be in dollars. And it's only God that can determine how far it will grow. It's only God that can determine how far it grows. So it's better you have it now. I want to invest heavily in Bitcoin, but I can't do that again because it seems it's already too late. Bitcoin is too costly for me now. It's around $4,000 plus. By the time you convert that one to Naira, it's each amount of money that I may not be able to afford now. But now when Edcoin is still affordable, now whereby you can still buy it and make more business with it, I advise you, I implore you to get it now. And I know when you get it, you will thank me later. If you had want to ask one question or the other, the more from me, my name is Oladapo David Ifeolu. I'm a data scientist. I'm also an investor in Edmark business. Aside from that, I'm an Edmarker. Thank you very much for sparing your time. If you have any question, please do well to ask me. Maybe in this video. This video will be posted on my YouTube channel. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will send more videos as regards Edcoin and its investment. Thank you very much. Any question before we go? Let me see if there's anybody that has question. Is there anybody with question? Okay. Okay, please ask your question, Mr. Okay, Mr. Oluwada Milari Adeniran, ask question. Please ask your question. Okay, in absence of any question, let's call it a day. God bless you. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.